Hello guys, welcome back to TK Cardistry, and I'm gonna do a video that you guys have been requesting quite a bit, and that is of course to showcase my collection. Give me 1 second, I'll just go get it. As you can see, I have my sparkling water here in my Ontario Starbucks mug, so I'm all ready to go. Alrighty. So, a bit of background. This collection has been growing since about 2020, like 1920. So, this is about 6 years worth of collecting. I didn't include any novelty cards or any special cards like that relate to like places. But if you guys want, I would have no problem recording a video about my novelty cards. I have some giant cards, I have small cards, I have circle cards, all the cards that you can imagine. Whatever it is, guys, just let me know if you want to see a video like that, and I'll surely make one for you. Now, I think it's the most appropriate. Let's begin with bicycles. So, guys, this right here is my stack of bicycles. Let's get into them. There are cards here that are old, from old collections, cards that are from sets that I've ordered over time. Whatever it is, I didn't include any of the like the original bicycles. I just don't feel like there's a point because we all know like what these are and what they look like. But whatever it is, let's get into these decks of cards. Now, if I remember correctly, I think the Bicycles Archangels, these cards right here, and the Bicycle Autumn were my first bicycles out of this set of cards here. My most recent ones are probably these ones right here. Bicycles, what are these? Bros Mines, right? These are very cool cards. And of course I will include a trick in between all of these, so don't you guys worry. But if I were to have to pick a favorite here, I honestly can't choose a favorite. They're all really cool. But if I were have to select one or maybe two decks of cards, I honestly think that one of them, number one, takes Bros Minds. These cards are absolutely awesome. They have absolutely awesome designs. Very, very beautiful art, very creative, and each face is actually designed separately, right? So you can see here that there's, the kings are different, the aces are different, everything is very different, and that's why I really do enjoy this deck. Another cool deck is Bicycle Dark Mode. Now, these aren't your standard cards because there's almost no white on them. There's actually no white on them at all. So as you can see, the back is fully black, the front is fully black, and the suits are green and blue. So it's a very beautiful contrast. It's very interesting, and it's very rare to see fully black cards. Now, unfortunately, the problem with these all black cards is that, as you can see, the corners and the sides tend to fade, and you can start seeing the white just a little bit. But overall, if you don't use these much, these will continue to serve as all black cards for a long time, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Now, I would say that these two packs are probably ones that I don't really like too much. Now, don't get me wrong, these are good cards, these are beautiful cards, but the art and the way their backs are designed are just kind of not my taste, you could say. So these two packs they're cool, they're very nice, but just personally not my taste. So I would put these on the bottom of my ranking for my bicycles. If I could just show you some cool cards here is one of these. This is the Mickey Mouse pack, 1928, Walt Disney. So this bicycle deck is really cool. As you can see, there's a nice Mickey Mouse design on the back, and the faces are actually different too. They're all kind of related to Mickey Mouse. As you can see, the font is a bit different, and the suits are a little bit different. So the suits are the same, but I mean like the design of them is a bit different. So I feel like these cards are very interesting. All right, and as I promised, of course, I will show you a trick with a bicycle deck, and this happens to be my favorite bicycles deck. Now, for this trick, we're going to pick a card. What trick doesn't start with pick a card, right? Let's pick a card, and this card happens to be the Four of Spades. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close my eyes and literally, let's just put this somewhere, right here. Right, there we go. Let's cover this up. Now I have no idea where the card is. It is quite frankly lost. But, we will give this a cut. And we will give this one more cut like this. And you know what? We're actually going to give it 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts. Now we have cut the deck a couple times, and we should have lost that Four of Spades fully into the deck. But what if we look at the backs of these cards? So they aren't really marked, but if we look carefully enough, we'll actually get to see that we have a blue card, and that's the only blue card that's in the deck. So let's just check out what this card might just be. And that is, of course, our 4 of spades. But I swear that was a pink back. But don't you worry. As someone once said, that nobody likes to be the odd one out. So if we take the only blue card and just give it a little rub on all these pink ones, we'll actually see that it also turns pink. And of course, there are no blue cards in this deck whatsoever. Alright, my smallest collection of a company here is Knock. Now, these cards are actually very interesting. I like these cards a lot. I like them for the design. Unfortunately, the creator of this company, Alex Mandre, no longer makes these cards. He retired. But I do have to say that this was one of my favorite collections and companies to make playing cards. Yes, they're very simple, but that's pretty much what I like. It's very simple. And if I had to pick, these are my most used. I definitely would have to say. As you can clearly see by the box, it's quite worn out. I've been using these for a while, and I'm pretty sure that out of these, this was my first deck. I do have a couple more. I had a purple one, but I unfortunately destroyed it. So I guess that happens. And I had yellow ones, but I kind of don't know where they are. So, but whatever it is, this is my collection right now. I do have one more of these packs right here with the Shidlim Knocks. Now, if I had to pick a favorite, honestly, I think I would have to choose either between the Diner and the My Knock Japan. These cards are absolutely beautiful. They're absolutely wonderful. And what's actually interesting about them is that they are different. So they're not they're one way. The back is one way. So you can pull off a really cool trick that I'm going to show you very soon. And I'll give you a tutorial for it too. Why not? Call it a bonus. On these four, you can tell what suit you're looking at just by the way the corners are shaped, right? On these cards, you can actually tell the suit and the value. I can't do it. I have not learned the system yet, but it's a really cool system. It's very interesting. It's not too hard to learn, but definitely a lot of thought process went into the making this marking system. Whatever it is, we can appreciate just how well the marking system is made. Now, the cards that do stand out are, of course, these Knock Aquamarine Luxury Collection. So first of all, these are limited cards. As you can see, this is a number 1,809 out of 3,200. They are absolutely beautiful. As you can see, the back is it's very textured, and the front is very textured too. As you can see, it's even a bit reflective, so that's really cool. So the interesting thing about these cards is they're not actually printed by the USPCC, as most of these cards are. They're actually manufactured by Carta Mundi. And it makes this deck really interesting, really cool, have a different feel. They're a bit softer than the USPCC playing cards, and they use a little bit of a more textured paper. So here we go. These cards are really cool, love them. They are limited, and of course, I don't use them too much. Now, let's get into a trick. Okay, so for this trick, I can close my eyes, and let's just pick out this card right here. I want you to remember this card. I promise you that I'm not looking. And all we're going to do is now slide this card somewhere into this deck, just like so. And I'm going to push it all the way, and then honestly, I'm going to lose it, right? So there's no pinky breaks. There's absolutely nothing. What I'm going to do now is make this, give a very fair shuffle, as fair as I possibly can, right? I'm going to give it 2 riffle shuffles just like this. Give this deck a couple strip cuts. So now, your card truly should be lost, theoretically, right? In all the theoretical worlds, as much as people would want to say, it should be lost. But I have a feeling that I actually can find it. Now, I didn't look at your card. My eyes were closed. I slid it in, whatever, gave it a shuffle, so I have no idea where it is. Again, I'm not holding any pinky breaks, right? But whatever it is, let me try to find it. So if I just start looking at these cards, I can almost guarantee you, here, let me make sure that you guys also see, that I can find your card with absolutely no issues. No. Where did your card hide, huh? Interesting. You know what? I actually think I got it. The next card that I will pick up will in fact be your card. Are you ready? It's actually this one right here. Was it not? Guys, this trick is actually very, very simple, and it's a lot easier than it looks. I know it kind of shocked me the first time I saw it, but once you see the trick behind it, you see the gimmick behind it, it's actually very, very simple. So you do need a one-sided deck. One-sided back design. So as you can see here, the back design for these cards they're one way. And the way you can really tell is by the corners. If you pay attention to the corner, you'll see that there's this writing here but it's not mirrored on this side at all, right? There's also a little bit of red here, and there's nothing here. Now, you can see that this goes for all cards. So first what you have to do is actually set up the deck so they are all facing one way. So as you can see, all the cards here are facing, in fact, one way. Now, when you, and this is very, very hard to spot if you're kind of showing this to someone and they're trying to find something where to see if this is marked, but they'll never pay attention that this is a one way back, right? Whatever it is, you pick a card, and it can be really any random card. Let's say that it's the 10. Now, the spectator can have a look at it, and once they're putting it back, make sure that if they're holding it like this, make sure that you kind of flip over the deck, right? Because when they're going to be putting this in, you want to make sure that it's not getting put in the same way when they took it out, right? So you want to make sure that the corners don't look the same. So as you can see, I have this right in here, but I have this like little line right here. So as you can see, it's facing a different direction. Now you can realistically shuffle this as many times as you want, as long as you don't flip anything over. So you're free to do a riffle shuffle, you can do cuts, just as long as you don't do anything twirly, right? As long as it's nothing twirly, you can do these cuts too, whatever it is, just as long as you don't twirl a pack around, otherwise you're gonna kind of mess up the trick. All you're doing is, you saw the little demonstration there, but realistically you can just do this, and you can see that I can already see that all these cards are facing one way, but the one right here, and that is of course the 10 of hearts. Okay guys, our next packs here are miscellaneous. They are printed more or less by the same manufacturer, but they're all different companies and all different artists. So, we want to give them the recognition they deserve. And we'll just say that these are miscellaneous because they don't really match each other. I actually really do like this set of decks here, and I would have to say that probably these are the cards that I do use most. They're very unique. All of them are very, very unique. Some of them are very, very expensive. Well, they're not very, very expensive, but they are certainly on the more pricey price tag. But whatever it is, it's all worth it, and I enjoy all of them. If I could tell you something a couple interesting cards here is, of course, we have Fontaine, Good Company, Volume 2, I want to say. Yeah, Good Company. This is a very interesting pack. It's very limited, and it's very textured. The texture is very nice and interesting. I love the color. I love the actual deck. Very interesting art design. And this is just a very good deck overall. Another deck that I do enjoy is the Virtuoso Moments. Just simply for the aesthetic of this deck. When you give it a fan, a riffle fan, a double fan, any fan really, and just any general cardistry, this is a very, very beautiful, mesmerizing deck to look at. The one thing is, it is a very unique deck. So the suits are very unique. And it definitely took a little bit of a time to get used to this, but it was kind of hard to play with these at first. Now, I must tell you that, I don't know, I have bees here. I have 2 packs of bees. Really nothing special here. They probably should more go towards the bicycles. But whatever it is, I have these 2 bees. I think this is from a casino, or this is some sort of club special, and this is just the regular bees. These are nice cards too. They do have a interesting back design, and you can definitely pull off some nice tricks with these. Another one of my favorite is the Aristocrats. They have a very beautiful back design. These are printed, this is basically a child of Bicycle, but the back design is absolutely beautiful. They're printed on good paper stock, they have a nice linen finish, and whatever it is, these are very, very, very mesmerizing to look at, and I really do enjoy this deck of cards. This was one of my dailies at a certain point of time. An interesting thing about the Orbit deck is the fact that it's actually fully marked, and as you can see here, you can genuinely, if you look close enough, you can actually see what cards you're holding in your hand. Probably not very good for poker use, but definitely to get a couple good magic tricks out of it, you can definitely do that. One of my favorite decks is actually Coco Palms. I've really wanted, for the longest time, I've wanted the Organic Playing Card Company, any cards from them, and when I got them, these are super cool. The designs are cool, the art is very, very nice, and it's really cool to look at. It gets a lot of interesting looks, interesting questions, right? Because this is a really cool deck. I personally love it. There's a couple gimmick cards in here, and this is just overall a very solid deck of cards. I think that one of the fanciest cards I have is these ones right here. If I believe, yes, they're called Innocence Playing Cards. They are so nice. The quality, the foil, the art, Everything about it is absolutely beautiful. And apparently this is real 24 karat gold, or at least like the little dust from it. But it is a very beautiful deck. I got this from a very good friend of mine. And of course I appreciate this this gift. It's a very beautiful deck. I don't use it so often because again, this is a very nice deck. I don't want it to have a lot of wear and tear. Whatever it is, this is an absolutely gorgeous deck of playing cards. So guys, it's time for a magic trick. Let's just give this deck a nice fair shuffle, right? And this is the Aristocrat deck. I absolutely like this deck. It's very nice, very beautiful. But let's get into the actual trick. So what I have here is, let's just see what card. This is an Ace of Diamonds. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this Ace and I'm going to place it right onto the mat here. Our next card is, of course, one more Ace. So these will be, this is your set of cards. What I'm going to do in a moment is I'm going to take this Ace, I'm going to put it underneath the other Ace, right, just like so. I'm going to take this Ace, and I'm going to hold on to it for now. In a moment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it so fast that I'm going to just put it right under. And actually the Ace of Diamonds is going to end up on top, not under, look. So if I actually put it under, like so, I'll give it a snap. Now the Ace of Diamonds should be on top and the Ace of Hearts should be on the bottom. Right now, you guys can put your bets right now, which Ace is on top. Either this is the diamond or this is the diamond or heart diamond, whatever. The reveal in 3, 2, 1. I feel like joke's on you because these are jokers. These aren't even aces at all. So the house always wins. And the final collection is, of course, Theory 11. Who doesn't have like 50 packs from Theory 11? I feel like every card collector absolutely should, because Theory 11 decks are absolutely beautiful. They are printed on good quality paper. They are very nicely designed. They're very limited. And you know what? Duplicate. And you know what? I think that everybody should have at least 1 or 2 311 decks. I don't know if anybody doesn't. Every card collector I've known has at least 1 Theory 11 pack. Let's get into it. Oh, I actually just realized that I have another duplicate here with the Star Wars. But actually, you know what? Speaking of Star Wars, I think that this was actually my first deck that I got from Theory 11. As you can see, it's not in the best condition here, but you know, it has lived through 6 years, I want to say. 6 or 6 years, right? But it's a beautiful deck, served me well. Created a couple tricks with this deck back in the day. And yeah, so that's for the Star Wars. Now, as you can see, I do have a very dark theme over here. None of these cards are very lightly colored, and these two, maybe this one. That's pretty much it. All of these are more gold. As you can see, they really like this gold type of finish that they like to put on these cards. But you know what? I do appreciate it. It's good. It is a nice touch. Nice touch to these cards. The Hudsons is my newest addition to the collection. These are beautiful cards. I want to say that they are somewhat have a theme of New York on them, and it's really nice. It is a really nice deck. The beautiful back design and a pretty nice art on the front here and on the back. Now, I do have to say that I do really enjoy the Keith Harings. This is one of my favorite designers, and I believe that they did a pretty good job designing the back of this card, the back and the front of these cards. They are nice, they are very unique. And you know what? What's very interesting? They do smell different than usual playing cards. I do have to say the smell is this. I do have to say that the smell is a little bit different, but I do still enjoy the smell of these cards. I don't know. They just don't smell like the regular paper that we're probably used to. Now, a couple more cool cards is, of course, the Notorious Big. These are pretty cool cards. They have a very interesting design, and they're very, very well made. I want to say well made. Good tribute to a very famous rapper. Now, if you were to ask me to pick an absolute favorite from all of these cards, I would probably say that it would be between the Hudsons, the Citizens, and probably the Keith Harings. Now, honestly, for everyday practical use, I probably wouldn't use the Keith Harings too much because they don't have the white border. But, so if I'll be fair, I'll probably choose either the Hudsons or the Citizens. Both of these are absolutely beautiful decks. They have a beautiful design. They're very, very nice. And of course, I will show you a trick with these decks. Now, I'll actually show you one of my favorite tricks that I absolutely love to perform. This is an awesome trick. And I'm going to be showing it to you with the Citizens deck. Now, let's just have a gander here. Let's pick a card, any card. I'm not going to look at it, right? So this card right here will be the selected card of your choice. Now, what I'm going to do is take the card, place it somewhere into the middle of the deck, and we of course want to make sure that we lose it. Ultimately, the goal is to always lose the card as much as possible. That's why we do all the fancy shuffles and all the fancy little demonstrations that we do. But yeah, us magicians really like to lose these cards in the deck. Now, these two cards shouldn't be your card. We have the Joker and the 3. And this card shouldn't be your card. But if we just think about your card and just flip over the first card, we actually get to see that it's now miraculously a 4 of clubs. But I swear there was no 4 of clubs, but that's okay. You know what? We'll take the 4 of clubs and we'll place it into the middle. We're really going to push it in. And again, we'll just think about that 4, and guess what? The 4 comes right back to the top. You know what? Let's do it one more time. Let's put it right in the middle. We're going to push it all the way in. All the way in. And let's think about your card one more time. But you know what? This time, we didn't think good enough because there's no more 4. Not to fret, not to worry. A 9. It's okay, let's think about that 9. What we're going to do is actually, we're going to take this 9, we're going to place it right into the middle here. I'm not going to push it in this time. I'm actually going to give it a little twirl. Just like so. And we'll see that the 9 actually turns into a 4. But, you know what? Let's do it like this. Let's now see, because now I want to check something out. It seems like the 4 is following us. So what if we lose the 4? Genuinely, I'm going to even look away. You know what? This is too much pressure. I'm going to look away. And you know what? I'm going to close my eyes. And you know what? I feel like the 4 will just be right there. The 4 is following us. I'm telling you right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Leave a comment down below to tell me what you want to see next, because that's important so I can keep creating content for you guys. Now, again, don't forget, go into the description down below to check out kingdomcards.com through my affiliate link. They have an awesome variety of playing cards for a very good value. Make sure you get yourself a pack or 2 or 3, or be a cardaholic like me and get like 60. All up to you. Whatever it is, check it out. It's a great website for great prices. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.